Hey guys, welcome back to Kumasawa Reviews. We've got Fansproject's Lost Exo Realm, Severo, comes with 2 Solarons, Kotav, Pictorial. This is the Deluxe edition, so he comes with the 2 guns, his classic blaster, a sword, as well as a throne. And I'll tell you in advance, the throne is pretty awesome. I know the Takara Masterpiece, they did something that was kind of flimsy, plastic, not too good looking. That thing's solid, weathered, etc., etc. You can also see the crown in the background there, as well as the big box. It has a cool open in front to it too, so really neat. I'm going to go ahead and take a look at Kotav and Pictorial first, along with the other Solarons from the previously released Volar, Kubarar, and Columpio. These are about 2.5 to 3 inches. Getting the rest of them out of the way, we'll go ahead and look at these Solarons themselves. Front side, back side, they're both the exact same bot. So, whichever one's Kotav, whichever one's Pictorial, it doesn't really matter. Exact same thing. So, it does come with multiple pieces of the staff. You can see part of them are configured on the back. One of them makes a blaster. Going over the posability here. Fairly posable for little guys. You know, it's waist articulation away from being the same posability as most deluxe figures nowadays, so definitely not too bad. And they're solid little guys too. Now we're just going ahead and getting that staff put together so you can see how that part looks. Pretty much just disassembling everything and pegging it all together. There we go. Now there are 2 configurations. The normal version only comes with 1 Solaron. I don't know if that's going to be Kotav or Pictorial, but either way it'll come with one of these guys. So they made 2 configurations. The first one is just with 1 Solaron. We'll go ahead and go over that real quick. Both of these transform the exact same way. So whether it's 1 or 2 that you're using to make the weapon, you're going to do the exact same transformation. Just for one, you have to do it twice. Now, it's not too bad. It's pretty much just getting the arms configured correctly, flipping them around, connecting them to the feet. It's not too rough. But lining everything up, you can see the feet there. They kind of have that peg that slides into each other. Trying to do that while lining up the arms and stuff like that too, which peg in. That can be a little bit frustrating, but once you get used to it, it's not too bad. And another, I wouldn't say problem, but there are a lot of dark pieces on all of these, so that makes it kind of hard to see and peg and all that good stuff too. But anyway, we've got the one transformed, and it's as simple as sticking that where his neck was, and boom. I don't know if this is considered a club, a mace, whatever, but that's a singular weapon. Alright, now we've got the other one transformed, again, just the same staff configuration, just peg it into a different place. You can see those square pegs there. Take the other one, and then these 2 connect where those spikes are in the middle. There we go. And now in terms of being cool looking, it's night and day. Big huge hammer of doom. Definitely better than the one end. Alright, we have King Severo himself here. I really love the body style of this. I don't go over the measurement, but he's about 7 inches tall. Now normally the Grimlock head on the back, you flip it inwards, but since we're going to sit him in the throne, I already have it facing the direction that you need for that. Now zooming into the head, I was surprised that they went this direction with the head sculpt. It is quite a bit different than the Classics version. I do admittedly like the Classic styling a bit more, but this isn't bad either. I do hope that, maybe a third-party company makes a third-party, fourth-party different head for him, but it's nice. Right. Now with the shoulders, he does have those pieces that rotate for the transformation as well, so you got to watch those when you're moving the shoulder around. You just take it and hold it, or you could do it with one hand as well. You just figure out kind of how to brace it back. Now he does have double jointed elbows. They do ratchet, small ratchets, wrist swivel. The hands, the four, excluding the thumb, are on one pivot. Waist does ratchet, again, small ratchet, so they're not as bad. I'm not a ratchet guy in general. So if you've watched my reviews, you know that. So same with the thighs. They are blocked a bit there, but still decent enough split. All right, ratcheting hip swivel as well. Same with the knees. They don't go to that, I believe it's a 45 degree, it's considered angle. All right, actually it'd be 90, my bad. But good ankle tilt. You could swing those back for a little bit more play there. And I do like that he has the ab crunch too. That tilt is really cool. And we're going to take a look at his weapons and things like that. He comes with a ton of them. He does come with these dual blasters. You got a couple of options there, as well as all the weapons. They're the same size pegs on the side of them. You can go ahead and mount them on his shoulders. Like I said, that literally goes for all of his weapons. And I do like that the handles flip out, so when they're not being held, you don't have those handles hanging there. It's a different look. And it looks a lot more natural when they're mounted and things like that as well. Alright, so you got a handle, and then you've got the grip in front of the handle too, which helps him hold it additionally, even though his hands hold them fine by themselves. But what's that? And I do give you pictures of him holding each of his weapons and stuff like that on kumastyle.com, of course. The pictorial will be up as soon as this video is, so check that out too. Click the info button. And if you haven't noticed, you can go ahead and order this at tfsource.com. It's $139.99. But if you look on the back here, those are specific to these blasters that you can mount them. They just slide in. Right? And I think that looks awesome. It is really cool. Now, he comes with this classic blaster too. I was surprised in the promo pics. I didn't see this at all. So that was a nice surprise. I don't know if the regular version comes with that as well, but it hasn't been shown on any pictures at all, so I don't know what the deal with that is. The sword, he has that claw there that blocks it from the hilt tilting directly straight back. So it is a bit off center in that sense, but not too bad, but wish there was a way around that. Just showing some more mounting options there. And he is admittedly fun to pose. He's a good sturdy figure. Taking a look at the Hammer o' Doom. And believe it or not, it's his heaviest weapon, but he holds this the best out of all of them, in my opinion. The peg is just perfect. It doesn't clip in or anything like that. It just fits snugly in there. You close his hand and boom. There you go. Yeah, that's Severo, man. This is a badass figure with a lot of stuff. Decent design, too. So now we're taking a look at the throne. Like I said, it's surprisingly not crap. Very surprisingly. So, good sturdy plastic. Got a lot of details, weathering, some black wash to it, as well as some, like I said, white weather. It's cool. I'm knocking it there. You can't hear it on this video, but it's good. Give it some good hits there. One thing I'm surprised about, we'll go over these first, but it comes with the 5 sword pegs as well as 2 additional on the back. Some on the bottom too. There's one right there. And then there's one on this side too. It originally was a little bit more close there, so they'd be more symmetrical. I don't know why that was changed, but yeah. Alright, so basically, we've got 5 sword positions, 4 bots released, so we're doubling up on Columpio's sword there. Yeah. We're fitting in Volars and Kubrars, of course, with Severos being right there, top and center. Now, in the promo pictures, it has his 2 cannons mounted on the side. Because I like mounting all of the weapons at once, I actually, for symmetry purposes, go ahead and just use those additional ones on the back for these guys. I think it looks pretty cool. Now, with that peg, you can mount it up, down. Looking at this video right now, I kind of think that I should have chosen to mount them opposite, since it's a little bit lower. But there you go. You can configure it however you want. It's really cool. Now, like I said, we have that head backwards already. And he comes seated too, so you can see exactly how to put him in there. And he slides right in. But from there you kind of move the feet around so that they touch the floor, or if you don't care if they touch the floor, yada yada yada, that kind of thing. Fits snug to a T, but right now I'm just finagling it because I'm a photographer and that makes me super anal about how things look. Now the crown, it is specific, front and back, with the hole, but getting that adjusted there. There we go. Zoom in here so you guys can actually get a bit closer of a look. It's nice. It's a nice big throne, and it's definitely the best throne released for a Grimlock toy yet. It's freaking cool. Look at those swords. I'm just giving you a view front to back with him sitting there. See the little Grimlock head sticking out of the back. It's well thought, well engineered. It's a good piece. Give you a closer look. There you go. You can see his eyes there, and it's a big, nice visor, but I wish they let some more light piping through so that red can really come out. Now we're getting this guy transformed into assault mode. Home stretch here. Not a lot to say about this. It's a fairly simple transformation. Everything pegs and snugs into place. I didn't find a lot of hitches there. Probably lining these 2 pieces up right here are the hardest part that I had the whole time, but even those, once you find the sweet spot, it's there. From there, now I have it in the default position. Flip that head back around and bring it up, peg in the neck, and you are already literally about halfway done at this point. It's not bad. We're just getting the hands configured, turn those guys around, bring them down. Just flipping them around there. So I turn the feet, flip the whole forearm around, bring the claw down, flip the claw around. We're moving to the lower portion of the body. Flip those legs around. Now this is going to be a more familiar Grimlock transformation. I think Masterpiece Grimlock really set a standard in this area. And I say that because it's the first one I know that kind of did it like this. The G1 could have, for all I know. Now that you got that tail out, just taking those feet, flipping them over, under. From there, bring those around a little bit more. Flip that whole thing around. And then those feet peg in to the backside of the calf, or whatever you want to call it. It's doing the same thing on the other side. Now that is a double hinge. That's why I had a little bit of a snag there, because both of them kind of want to come around at the same time. There we go. Then just peg it in there. And everything just plugs in nice and snug. Alright. You can kind of see how it goes, but there's one more piece to it. Now, if you guys remember those pieces I was telling you earlier under the shoulders, come around for the transformation, this is where they come around. You can see exactly how far we're to turn them, because under that midsection of the dyno there, it hits a perfect groove. When you have it in hand, you'll be able to see it a bit better, but it fits right in. It's shaped to peg in. But then, of course, remember to push everything inward like I did there. And now we're just getting everything rotated and being anal. Now we're back mounting the cannons there. Okay, so they just peg together at one spot. And it doesn't matter, they have the same pegs on both sides of the guns. So they just peg in together right there. Right on top. There we go. Easy enough. Now we're taking a look at Mr. Severo and what he does. Give you a front to back view. Check out that tail articulation. This looks a lot better in hand than it did in some of the pictures to me. It doesn't look as long and as awkward. Same posability in the legs that it had in the robot mode arms. A couple of points of articulation there in the neck, one ball joint. He does have the flamethrower on the inside of his mouth there, which is posable up and down. He's got a good amount of upward tilt on the head itself. I wish it had a bit more, so that you could kind of tilt him down and have him look very much so up. Give him a good 45 degrees of upwardness, but just the general, if you look, the shape of his neck, it's kind of serpentish in that it S-curves. So that may not even be possible, but there's that. But you could always go from the joint in the neck itself, where it connects. It'll swing upwards there. Now just closing you guys out with a group shot here, so you can see how they all look together. Because it has chrome on this one, I just chose the convention exclusive versions. Figured they'd look a little bit better. But there it is. This is Fansproject's Lost Exo Realm Severo. This is a big one. This is Grimlock. I'm surprised he's not the one that was last, but hey, it's what it is, and I look forward to seeing who's next. This can be bought at TF Source for $139.99. Let me know what you guys think in the comments, and of course, check out the Pictorial on kumastyle.com. And while you're doing that, subscribe. It's free. It's a button. It's right here on Instagram. I'm Kuma_photos. And of course, like us on Facebook. We just got 5,000 likes, which is awesome. On your Facebook, search Kumastyle. Easy enough. See you guys.